Hello and welcome to Scorpion's Adventures. It is me, Scorpion, and welcome to another Bellwright video. And today we are talking about libraries. Why are they important? So this actually came in one of the more recent updates. And actually I think it's pretty cool. What you can do is you can set priorities. So similar to tasks and so forth, you can set priorities on what you would want your followers to read. And then as you collect books, buy them, get them off of bandits or complete quests and so forth, you can have them added in here as an inventory item, and then you can have your followers just randomly come up and read it. So for example, let's just double check here. What do we got in here? So let's look for animal handling, someone maybe who is not quite level 3. So animal handling level 2, Arnold, right? Or Betsy. Let's see. So if we were to say Betsy, this becomes your number 1, the highest, and then this will become number 2 and number 3. What we would expect to see is eventually Betsy's going to make her way over here, and she is going to start reading a book from the library. And so you can do this with others. Let me see, who's this? Philip. Philip, what do you need to read? Animal handling. Let's see, do you have anything in a low range? Laborer's book. Here, just
Work,
for
lads.
giggles.
We need to make this
Come
place
follow
look
me
better.
for a bit, so I can see what we've got in our inventory here. Cooking, shield, farming.
Just
You're
give
a
the word I'm
farmer,
ready.
so you should have high quality farming stats. So here's another way that you can go and set their priority. I did have him as a laborer and researcher, but I don't have any of those books at the moment, or at least books that they can read. So let's see, crafting. What's your crafting at? Well, let's just set that as 1. That is 2. And that is 3. And
Anything
then we
you
shall
command.
relieve you of your duties, dear Philip. And let's wait and see if this means you'll eventually come and read a crafting book. But in the interim, let's just go ahead and set the ledger for everyone. So I want her stats to improve for laborer, research. What do I want her to do next? She's kind of maxed out on those. I don't think she is one of my... Well, yeah, she's not any of my armor or traveling army. So let's make this number 3. And then this number 4. And then as books come in, this should allow them to come to the library and read. So let's do the next. So Arnold is definitely one of my traveling army friends.
I feel it's
So
going to be a good day.
we will... He doesn't need to be a laborer, research, those are maxed out. Don't care about those kind of stats right now. So for now, let's see. He is infantry. He is already maxed out on shields. Let's get him to max out on that. And then make that number 2. Then we'll do agility number 3. And this number 4. And then we'll wait and see for someone to come to the library to read.
far we're doing
That
great
didn't
work,
take long.
don't
Here
you
comes
think?
Betsy. She's got the book. And now she's off and she is reading. Actually reading. And then when you look at Betsy and her attributes, you'll see that she is starting to read an
With
animal
more
handling
houses, we
book.
could make a small city there, don't you think?
And that's it. That's actually kind of cool. So you can still go ahead and remotely ask them to read a book. So for example, let's grab a book here. Let's go 2-weapon fighting. And then we'll see who here could do with a 2-weapon fighting book. So we did say Arnold. But let's see who else. Yeah, let's just go ahead with Arnold. So here you can still do that. He's already reading a 2-weapon or 2-handed fighting book. I don't know why I kept saying 2-weapon, but yes. Who else?
Happy days.
Crimson.
All thanks to you.
He is not reading a book yet, so we can get him to read this one. Or he's already level 5, so let's see if I have a book at a level 5 level that would help.
Happy days.
Not
All thanks to
here,
you.
but I wonder if it's in my personal stash.
Did you see that sunset last night?
In my personal stash, I have only one. But who is it that I said was going to get it? Not Arnold. Philip?
Glad it's my home.
Actually, no, Philip is not one of my followers that I take on combat missions. Lucas? Well, Lucas could have read that blue one, so let's get him reading that.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
So if you want to remotely get people to read, you still have to have it in your inventory. So we'll still get Lucas to read that. And there we go. Okay, so about 34 odd days have passed since we started to set up the presets for our villagers to read books. And what I wanted to do is come back in here and show you some progress. So we had looked at Betsy, we had looked at Arnold, and Betsy is, let's look at her. She's still 2 out of 4 for animal handling, but if you'll notice, before she was somewhere around here in her progress bar. She's gone up here. Now, it is a bit of a slow growth for the followers to read their books, because they're also competing with all of the other individuals. And as you can see here, my inventory of books is empty, so I'll have to do a lot more battles to collect books. I'll have to go to the village booksellers to buy more books to resupply. But it is worth noting that, again, all the villagers are competing for the same or similar type books. So, that's why it's a bit of a slow growth. But I still find this to be extremely handy, because you can passively get your villagers' stats to improve. And I find that particularly helpful, because when I look at, my reservists, what I want to do is make sure that their strength gets high up, because then they're, able to take on, wear higher tier gear and so forth. So, instead of constantly having to one by one go in and add the book, if I have it in my inventory and whatever, they could just passively come in here, grab the book if it's there, and start reading. So again, a real great passive way to utilize the library to improve your villager stats, use up some of your book inventory, and that'll just help you, pay the dividends on whether it's you're going to level up combat stats or just level up their ability to help out around the village. Maybe you need to accelerate someone's crafting skills. Well, set their crafting reading to number 1, and in time, well, probably a lot quicker than you can just constantly feed them a book, but in time they will be able to level up. So yeah, really like the library setup. I think it's handy. I would recommend using it, incorporating it into your village as soon as you can, because again, it's just a passive way to increase their stats. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, smash that like button below, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, give it a little love, hit that subscribe button, and feel free to drop a comment below. Let me know what you thought of the video. If you have any questions, or if you have any thoughts about what you might want to see in other videos, that would be great. And again, this is Scorpion saying thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video, and have yourself a great day. Thank you. Bye.